Joining me now is Akiva Eldar from Tel Aviv. He's a political analyst and contributor to Haaretz newspaper. Akiva, what's your reaction to the announcement of these new settlements? I'm sure it comes as no surprise that Israel would continue with its plans in this direction.
Yeah. Rachel, I was listening carefully to your interesting interviews about the Wagner force and what's happening in Ukraine, and I can see some similarities. The Israeli government, and it's not only this very radical right-wing government, but also previous governments have created this monster of those settlers. Some of them moved to the occupied territories because it was cheap, it was convenient. But now what's happening is that the monster is turning against its creator. And it's very interesting to mention the fact that a member of the cabinet from Ben Gvir's party, and she's a settler who lives in the heart of Hebron, which is a Palestinian city, and she compared the chief of the Israeli Secret Service, the police, and the army to the Wagner Group just because they have joined in condemnation of those hooligans, the settlers who we can just see in the footage, who are burning houses of innocent people. And the Israeli army is sending them, at least, you can say a double message of, on one hand, impunity. How many settlers are sitting now in prison? Just imagine if these were Palestinians trying to attack an Israeli settlement. How many of them will go back home on their legs? How many of them will be added to the long list of fatalities? And I think that it will keep happening as long as there is a government in Israel that says clearly, we are not interested in a solution. The Palestinians are the problem, and we have nothing to offer them but more settlements and deeper occupation.
Yeah, do you think that we are slowly, albeit small, starting to see a shift or a change of mind, as Fatah Elwan talked about, with the Israeli police stepping in and stopping some settlers from attacking Palestinians? Is that, are we getting to the point where people are starting to realize human rights abuses are human rights abuses, no matter which side does it?
We can hear some ministers, including the prime minister, paying some lip service to the rule of law. But look, Rachel, this is part of the grand plan that goes with the what's happening in the Knesset these days with the judiciary revolution. And the end game is to make the lives of the Palestinians impossible. And this is what Ben Gvir and Smotrich are saying clearly. And what is the price that they have to pay for it? Guess what? The American ambassador didn't invite them to the 4th of July celebration. Big deal.
Yeah, there really has been no consequence to these actions. We know that these settlements are illegal under international law. That's clear. Israel knows that. And yet Netanyahu continues to act. How should Western countries approach Israel in a way that will compel them to actually comply with the law?
I'm sure that many Israelis who are watching us will condemn what I'm going to say, but short of paying a price, sanctions, which the Americans started in a very limited volume, like stopping any funding of academic institutions behind the Green Line in the occupied territories. The Israeli public has to understand that it can't be business as usual. We have just marked the 56th year of the occupation And there is the only light at the end of the tunnel is what we see, the fire that comes up from the Palestinian villages. And as long as the Israelis can feel that the economy is quite doing well, they can travel to Europe. The Americans even promised that in the future, the Israelis will be exempted from the need to apply for a visa. So, and you can add to this the Abraham Accords. Even the Arab countries in the Gulf are welcoming Israelis, and they turn a blind eye to what's happening. And I'm saying this as an Israeli patriot because we are also paying the price, the moral price, the diplomatic price, and in the end, it will be also the economic price of the occupation and the status quo.
All right, we'll leave it there. Akiva Eldar joining us from Tel Aviv. Thank you.